Life just ain't the same no more. Life is just changing. People is just changing. So let me tell y'all how they want us all dumbed down. And it's time for y'all to wake up, because all the things that you go through in your life, it's not adding up. You want to change, you want to be different, but you keep staying the same because they want you the same. They want you dumbed down. They want you tied into this social media. They want you to validate yourself based off some likes on Facebook and Instagram. But it ain't really what it is. But you gotta learn to know that it really ain't what it is. But the average person, they not gonna know that, because it's all a part of their games and a facade, because they all want us dumbed down. They want us glued to this phone. They want us not learning nothing. They don't want us researching nothing, because you know why? We too comfortable to research. We know it all. We too emotional to do anything. We always in our feelings. Like I always tell y'all, you gotta get out your feelings, because once you in your feelings too much, you start to care too much. And then you so dumbed down about what's going on, you really don't know the half of what's going on. And this stuff been happening for years. They always throw events to knock you off your square, so you don't know what's really going on. Because they don't really want you to know what's going on. Because they want to paint the narrative how they want to paint the narrative. Because they know if they just throw something that you like sports or anything, just in your face, you're going to forget about what's going on in the world. But no, it's not going to work no more, because there's so much going on in the world that you can't help but to see it. And it's just sad. It's just madness after madness. And while there's so much madness going on, you're not prepared for it, because you too dumbed down. You too on your phone. You want to see what's going on this drama show over here. You want to see what's going on Facebook over here. But in reality, your life is not progressing, because you're worried about the wrong things. Because in reality, you investing too much time on negativity. When somebody hate on you at your job, you can't even do your job right because they hating on you. And then you can't even think straight because you keep feeding into the drama. Think about it. All the people that's hating on you and telling you about your life and your drama, they ain't doing nothing themselves. So why is you listening to people who not doing nothing, telling you how to live your life? They not even getting up every day and putting their workout on. They not doing none of that. They not hustling like you. They not doing nothing, the half of anything that you doing. So you can't even compare yourself to them. So why is you comparing yourself to people that don't want to see you win? The people that don't want to see you win, you just stay away from those people. Because if you keep surrounding yourself by losers and always fearing about what's going to happen next, you don't need to be around those people, because they too dumbed down, so now you dumbed down. So if you surround yourself by dumbed down people, you're going to be dumbed down, because everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody's following. Nobody's leading. Nobody's getting out their comfort zone. But you can get out your comfort zone if you want. You just ain't got the courage to do it. Once you start to learn and be confident within yourself and have the courage to do it, then you're going to get out your comfort zone and stop being dumbed down by society. There's so much things going on in this world, you just can't even imagine. You don't know what's about to happen next. You see the big, beautiful bill? They cut Medicare, Medicaid, all situations like that. Then your job ain't even paying no more. And then you feel like you trapped in your job because they messing with your mind. Because they want you dumbed down. They want you to be so reliant upon them. Like I always say, this is for my entrepreneurs. I love y'all, and I love my family, my YouTube community, and I appreciate y'all. This is for y'all, because I had to figure it out myself. I'm doing this from experience from me. So I'm just coming up just like y'all, the people who want to come up and who doing different things in their life that appreciate me giving them this value. This is for y'all. So in reality, a lot of people are starting to wake up because they've been dumbed down so much that they're getting tired of doing the same thing year after year. And I know what I'm talking about because it's making sense. It's starting to hit you. So y'all caught on to my videos before it was too late because y'all don't want to be doing the same thing every year. Because you listen to people that's telling you, yeah, okay, get a job. You got a job. Now is your life progressing because you got that job? Or you doing the same thing every year? You need to do something while you got that job. You know what I'm saying? So you need to, like I always say, research anything that you're passionate about and just spend that year or 2 years on it. I'm telling you. Because look at me. I'm starting to put more time. I'm starting to do the things that I didn't used to do. I'm starting to do a lot because I'm getting out my comfort zone. And it's much more for me to do. Because I'm just trying to generate revenue any way I can see. Any way I can find. Because there's nothing wrong with that. That's why I want to add value to y'all. You got to start watching stuff that ain't going to dump you down. You got to start watching stuff that's relatable to you. Or even if you feel like it's boring right away. Because there's a lot of things I used to feel like when I used to watch it used to be so boring to me. It didn't make sense to me. Now I'm starting to get it because now it's starting to make sense. I listen to a lot of entrepreneurs' videos and the risks that they took and things like that. Because society don't want us to get ahead. They want us all broke. They want us all dumbed down. They want us all living from check to check. Now you might just got paid a couple days ago. And I know you need a job. You got to get in where you fit in. I know you need a job. But once you broke, every time you getting paid, what's next? So in reality, while you spending those hours, countless hours at your job, devoting your life to them, you need to devote your life to yourself because the world is just changing. And it's just so terrifying because you don't know what's about to happen next. People are just sad all the time. People are just in fear. Everybody got attitudes because they don't know where to go. They don't know. And I keep telling y'all just got to start preparing better. So all that you're going to wait till tomorrow, you're going to wait till next week, start doing it right now. Start doing it now. Forget it later. Do it right now. And stop being worried about you not going to post or you not going to do whatever you want to do in your life. Whatever journey that you want to take, stop being worried about you don't know the outcome. You see how much these things occur in this world that you don't know, that you got to really do your research on because they want us dumbed down. They throw a lot of entertainment in our faces so we can forget about it because they don't want you to find out the outcome because you don't know what the outcome going to be. You keep panicking. So they try to dumb you down because you just panic over nothing. You care too much. So that's why when it's time for you to start a new journey, a new goal in your life, you're always panicking before you even do anything. You keep saying, well, it may be hard to do. Life is hard. But you getting up every day going to that shift is really hard. But you doing it. So why, when you want to do something for you, it's hard? Why? Because you're not getting that money right away? That's the method to keep you dumbed down so you don't know what's going on. As long as you stay broke and dumbed down, you will never catch on because you're too in your feelings to catch on because you don't get it. You keep taking it personal and it's just business. So at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you because you got to support you and your family. Because if something go wrong, who got you like how you got your family? Now sometimes family don't even want to support you with what you want to do because they ain't never seen it before. But you got to do things that they ain't never seen before so they can believe and so you can motivate them. Sometimes you got to motivate them. Like, you need to be like, dang, he coming up. I need to start what I need to get done because he coming up doing what he doing. Everybody's journey is going to be different. But what I keep telling y'all, you just got to have that determined mindset because if you don't have that determined mindset, you're going to keep falling dumb to the games because you don't know what's going on. And a lot of people are starting to wake up. And that's why a lot of people are just up and quitting their jobs because they feel like they've been wasting all this time. Life is going on. And the world is just going into shambles. American ain't the dream no more. Don't nobody want to come to America no more. People are getting terrorized. People don't know how to act. People can't even enjoy a good movie because life is just so difficult for you to even enjoy anything because you got bills. Then your check gone. So it's like, how can you feel like you get ahead and it's always bringing you back? Because think about it. You just pay a bill. Your check gone. Now you got to wait a whole another 2 weeks to get paid. Remember, you had to wait 2 weeks to get your check. Now you got to wait a whole another 2 weeks. Now once you do that, a whole month then pass. You see what I'm saying? You see how fast time goes by? You wait 2 weeks for your check, you get paid the first check, you broke. In 2-3 days. Now you gotta wait a whole another 2 weeks. You get paid again. Now you broke again. Now a whole month went past. Now you gotta wait a whole another 2 weeks. The same cycle. They want you dumbed down to the same cycle. They want you to stay thinking broke. Because as long as you can think broke and stay comfortable, you don't even want to get up and walk and do nothing because you're too comfortable. As long as you stay comfortable with your life, you will never know what's going on because you dumbed down. That's how society wants you. And I know it's a sad thing because it didn't used to be like this. But society is changing and people are changing. So once you learn that and you learn how to adapt, learn how to get out your feelings, then you become a new man or a new woman. And that's all I be saying. It's not a bad thing to have your job, but you gotta be doing something while you wasting those years at your job. 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. Then you're gonna start to feel a certain way. If the job fire you or you feel like you're still in the same spot in life. And you may have your car or a house, but you owe all that debt to your house. You ain't even paid your house off. And it take you 30 years to pay off your house because it's not enough money. Well, you might pay it in 5 years. 5 years? It's a long time. So if you ain't getting no millions in 5 years, you're wasting time. And we are wasting time because we too dumbed down to figure it out. Because we so stuck in our ways. They want us to be stuck in our ways because, like I told y'all in a previous video, everybody feel like they gotta be right. Once you stop feeling like you always gotta be right and start doing your research and seeing and maneuvering what's working for somebody else or whatever, or what's getting people over the hump, you out your feelings because they doing something that you not doing. So how are you right and they doing something that you not doing, but you so right? But you living like everybody else because you dumbed down. And that's how I go. Until we wake up from that, because it's not going to happen overnight. I keep telling y'all that. It don't work like that. It really don't. But what I be saying is that if you want to be successful or whatever you want to do, stop being worried about the outcome all the time, because that's going to stop you from being successful because you don't know where it's going to take you. But at least you tried, because a lot of people ain't even got the courage to try. So get out there and try whatever you want to believe in. I keep telling y'all, I can't take you to the water and make you drink. You have to figure that out. As long as I can steer you in the right directions what to do with your life, then you could pick those directions that you want to do. So even if you do something, you got to start seeing what adds up with your time and your finances. So if your time and finances are not adding up, then you'll feel like you're wasting your time doing that. Then don't do it. So once you learn how to be confident in you and become you, things will change. But until then, you're going to be dumbed down by society. Because all they got to do is throw on your favorite rap song, your favorite basketball game, or give you the new Jordans. And Jordans are fly, you know what I'm saying? But that's what keeps you dumbed down. That's all I'm trying to say. Now, the old stuff are good to have, but don't let that dictate your life. You feel like you certified or you solidified because you spent $20,000 on a car, or you spent $1,500 on some shoes, but you ain't got no house. You ain't got no car. It's just crazy. That's thinking small. Start seeing that you can make 20, 30,000 a month, or maybe more. Instead of, oh, I just spent 20,000 on a car, but you have to pay a note. You see what I'm saying? You dumb down. You don't know what's really going on because you're thinking about the wrong thing. You want to get flying fresh, but you don't have no properties. You don't own nothing. You see what I'm saying? You don't know how to generate revenue. And that's why they want us all broke, because they don't want us to know the game. You feel what I'm saying? So once you start to learn the game and learn how money works and stop being so caught up on the madness that's going on, because it is madness, but you have to be aware of what's going on. That's why I keep you updated. You have to be aware, but you got to prepare. You see what I'm saying? You're aware, but you're not prepared because you don't even want to get out your comfort zone. And once you get out your comfort zone and see what's going on, then you'll know what's going on, because they're laying off workers like it's no tomorrow. And you might get laid off next. So when they lay you off next, what's going to happen? You had all that energy towards your company. You speaking up for your company, but your company ain't going to ride for you. Why you riding for a company that ain't going to ride for you? That's all I be saying. Now, if you happy where you want to be at, this don't apply to you. But for my people who ain't happy where they want to be at, I'm going to keep spreading the message to y'all. I'm only going to spread the message to the people who want to get it, who don't want no negativity, or who want to have the patience to put in and never lose focus on themselves. I'm going to keep spreading the message to y'all because I love my community, and for my people who want to support me, I will have a website up, and I'm going to just show y'all my journey. I'm going to show y'all my website. I'm going to show y'all my t-shirts or whatever I'm going to sell on there, my vinyls or whatever, because there's people who telling me like I need to put something up so they can support me. So I love y'all, and I want y'all to just follow my blueprint, my journey, and just see how I did it, and just sit back and watch. That's all I keep telling people, because everybody is not going to tell you everything. So, and I'm telling you the real. I'm telling you what you need to do. So in reality, and people didn't tell me. And for the people who told me, I tip my hat off to them, because I was inspired too. You know what I'm saying? I was inspired by a lot of people. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it real. I was inspired by a lot of them. I was inspired by Dante London, Doe Dash, all of them, because they teach me to do something different. Because at the end of the day, you can be like everybody else, but if you're an entrepreneur, you can only get what I'm telling you if you're an entrepreneur. But it's more than one way to generate revenue. It ain't gotta be through YouTube. It could be through anything you wanna do. Once you learn how to generate revenue, now you can control your narrative, because you're not dumbed down no more. You're not broken dumbed down like they want you to be. So I'm trying to get your mind off that, because you done spent too long being broke. Ain't you tired of being in the same predicament over and over? Or you comfortable? You see what I'm saying? It's gonna take you some time. So what? Time go by fast. Remember I just told you about getting paid. You wait 2 weeks to get paid, you get paid, you broke in 2 days. You wait another 2 weeks, you get paid again. Now a whole month went by. We already in what, July? Almost finna be August. You see how fast that went by? And that's what I be telling y'all. So y'all just gotta get y'all life together. And that's just my take on the situation. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.